Hello, TJ McKenna here. I want to introduce another tool that we're going to use for virtual sense making, and this is called CODAP. And so I'm going to go pretty quickly just to show you some of the tools, some of the things that are included in CODAP so that you can get started. So up here, I can close that window. I can look, I see tables, graph, map, slider, calculator. I can add text. I can do all sorts of different things. So we're going to need some data. I'm going to open this up and see stations. So I love Mount Washington. I want to see that. I want to see Boston and maybe Australia and Miami. So I want to get data for these dates. So I'm going to click on Get Data. We have 44 observations, and we can see them here in the chart. And so looks good. Where, when, year, month, value, what. I want to plot this. So I'm going to click on Graph. We get this little graph, and it has really nothing going on right now. There's nothing on any of the axes. There's no title that we like other than NOAA. So I want to see something. So I'm going to click on this right here. I want to put month on the x-axis. So I'm going to drag it down here, and I want it to be right on the bottom. And you see it says create axis with month. So I want that. It doesn't really give us much. It puts all of these different points together. And so we want to see it by something. So I'm going to drag this over here, and you can see create axis with value. So we're going to put our value here, which is a temperature. And I see points now. I see these different things going on. I could click on, if we want to connect the lines, we could do that. If we want a movable line, we could do that. We could turn on all these different things. But it's not really showing us where we are. If I highlight a point, it'll show that point over here. But what I want to do is see where, I want a legend really. So I'm going to click on where, and I'm this time going to drag it right to the center to color the points by value of where. Now we're talking. So now I see by month all of these different pieces for Mount Washington, for Boston, for Sydney. So now I'm liking it. I'm liking where we're headed. But now I want the data to do more for me. I want to figure out, I want to calculate some things here. So this time I'm going to hover over where. I'm going to drag it to the left, and you see that I can drop this attribute to the left to sort all of our data by these different points. So here is Sydney, here is all of Boston, here is all of Mount Washington. But I want it to calculate something. So I'm going to click here on this little kind of grayed out circle, and it pops up a new attribute. I'm going to call this one mean T because I want to see the average temperature. I'm going to hit enter, and now I want to tell it to do what I want. So I'm going to click on edit formula. I'm going to write in mean of what? I want the mean of this value right here. So I'm going to put in the name of the column, mean of value. Boom. Now we've got this data sorted by these different pieces, and we've got the mean. So now I want to look at that. So I want a new graph, and I want it by where. So I'm going to bring that down to the bottom. All right, seeing a pattern, not very helpful. Got these points down here at the bottom. Oh yeah, we need something up here. What do we want up here? We've got our place, and so we want to see that temperature, right? So let's put that over here. Also not very helpful. So what do we want to see here? Well, let's change it into a bar for each point. All right, so this one, the average temperature is negative, but we can't tell really. I guess we could see it down here, but let's move this over here. So now we can color the data by these different points. Excellent. Let's say we wanted more data now. So we go back over here. Let's say we want to change this to 2016. We'll click Get Data. So if you look at all these pieces now, as we're getting data, our data just updated here. It changed the points here and actually changed the data here. So now we have more data. Now we have 2016 through 2019. But let's say we messed it up. We want to go back to the beginning. All we have to do is hit refresh on this tab, reload this tab, and CODAP will launch again. And not only will it launch again, but it'll launch right back in the beginning, and we could start again.